Alright guys, Avpl is back with a new, reinvented Avpl News Round podcast. Today I have with me the owner of VPL, and that is Denzel. Say hello everyone, Denzel.
Good morning everybody.
Right lads, as you're all aware, I decided to bring back Avpl. I'm fully supported by the VPL and by Denzel, which I can't thank him enough for. And to be honest with you, he's the main reason I'm doing it, because of his support. Okay guys, he knows I'm fully committed to the VPL. I love playing midweek games. Maybe suits me better playing midweek than it does weekends, but whenever I can play both, I will try to. Obviously, my main concerns, my main reason for bringing back Avpl is demand, guys. It's as simple as that. There's no malice intended on it or anything. It is demand. The demand is there. I have been inundated with requests from many people. Please, Avpl were my favourite pro club playing days. Please bring it back. We're all on our knees, basically, not begging, but they're on their knees because they've just got nothing else to do. They've got nowhere else to play. They want stability. Now, there's going to be people laughing at that, because obviously I made many mistakes that I regret, every single one of them. You all know the reasons for these regrets, but what happened, guys, happened. I can't change that. I can just learn from it and move on, and that's what I'm asking you all to do. So me and Denzel are now going to be talking about VPL and Avpl, guys, because this is an Avpl podcast, but obviously VPL is in Avpl, because VPL are basically the owners. Would you say that, Denzel?
You could say that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
it's a joint venture.
Yes. I'm not going to be. People are going to be concerned, and my concerns have always been, and to some degree, even in VPL and other unnamed leagues, that there's not enough admin availability between games, during games, and I see this as an opportunity for me, because I'm enjoying VPL so much during the week. I'm happy to take a back seat in my playing, managing days and weekends, so that I can fully concentrate on problems that arise just before games, during games, between games, and straight after games, because all admins want to play games and they want to be involved in the league that way as well. So for definite, for season 1, I definitely am not going to be a manager, but I will possibly be a backup player for someone. I've not decided who yet, so obviously I'm open to offers. Hey. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Denzel just sort of talk through VPL, what's happened on VPL, and what's got him really keen to be involved in Avpl. So then, if you want to talk to the people the difference between season 2 and season 1 on VPL and so on, now's your moment.
Well, thanks. So if we go back to season 1, obviously it was a brand new site. Nobody knew who we was. We tried to reach out to a few people that were, let's say, big in the scene, and bring them on board. Some of them came, some of them didn't. But season 1 was a good learning curve for us. We got a good structure. We got everything that we needed from season 1, and we took it into season 2. Now, season 2, I think, in my personal opinion, has exploded into life. The competition level that we have just in season 2 is quite good. Would you agree?
Yeah, obviously me and you had a chat about this off mic, and like I said, is what's really key to me, and I need people, dislikers, supporters, I need you to realise that this time round it is for the community. And VPL, I'm enjoying VPL so much because there's integration in that league, guys. I know there won't be so much integration in AVPL, but I really enjoy VPL midweek leagues because of the people that have set everything aside and decided that actually I really wouldn't mind playing pro clubs competitive during the week as well. And this seems a really good place to do it. Now, because of that, we have a very, I can't speak for Xbox because I'm not involved in Xbox, but we have a very, very competitive, very strong PS4 league. And the key, what I said to Denzel, is how often teams are putting out 9 or more players a game, how full the rosters are. Now, at the moment, I'm not actually going through all the stats, but I'm going to flash up on the screen while you are listening to this. I know some of you like to listen to it in a podcast format, but I do like to give you visuals as well. So you should now be seeing how healthy our rosters are, how many games people have played on each roster. You should be seeing the VPL website itself and how that's changed as well. And it's really good. I love VPL, guys, and I've told Denzel that many times. He's never ever going to have to question my commitment to VPL because I really love it. And I'm not going to lie, I love it more because the competitive edge is there. Do you know what I mean? We've got players from all communities playing in there, and that's how we want AVPL. We really do. Is that right, Den?
Yeah, it was. I personally went with the midweek idea because there was nothing out there for PS4 for midweek.
Yeah,
there was nothing there, so I kind of think that we filled a void.
Yes, definitely.
But what we've achieved, it's not even 3 months since we launched the site, so what we've achieved in 3 months, I think we've done a pretty good job, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not a mod on VPL. I try and help wherever I can. The reason for not being a mod is so that I can make sure my commitment is fully to the team and getting my team sorted and getting as many players as I can. I think there's only been 2 games where we haven't played with 11, and they have been technical issues. They've not been because we haven't been able to get the players. So again, it's just amazing. But we want to grow. Denzel, do you want to talk just quickly before we actually really get into the main sort of topic of the podcast, obviously, which is AVPL? Do you want to talk about, because obviously we're now starting week 3 of season 2 in VPL. The PS4 league is wide open. But do you want to talk about plans for season 3 and why people should come to VPL?
Well, we've got a lot planned for season 3. Some of it I can tell you, some of it I can't. But I can definitely tell you that we're adding the championship to season 3. So that's going to open up a minimum of 10 teams. We're looking between 10 and 16 teams for the championship.
Yeah.
We've already got about 5 or 6 managers already on the waiting lists for teams for the championship. So that will fill half of the teams with managers already.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of opportunity for people that want to come and play in the league. There's plenty of teams that will need players. And yeah, just come along, sign up, get involved, and show managers exactly what you can do.
Yeah, because obviously we've got Skype chats for all the leagues. We've got admin Skype chats, but we've got player Skype chats. And the banter in there is pretty good. It doesn't really get out of hand, but there's obviously times when I have to mute the chat. Like now, for instance, because I do a lot of work on my PC. I spend a lot of time on my PC during the day where I can't have interruptions. And I'm a sucker for looking at a notification and then having to read the message. So that's the main reason why I would turn notifications off, is because I just can't resist having a look. But Denzel, just a quick question. You're going to bring in the championship for season 3. Yep. I take it that's Xbox and PS4?
That's just PS4 for now.
Just PS4. So guys, you can now see the demand for midweek is there for PS4. currently, without knocking Xbox or anything like that, PS4 on VPL is there's more of a demand there, isn't there, Denzel?
Yeah, it is the flagship for us at the moment. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So basically, what I wanted to ask, because obviously I'm not a mod, so I don't have to have this information given to me until I've asked for it. Is it going to be a full BPL before you start on the championship, or the status quo and then a championship? How are you doing it?
We'll be sticking with 14 teams for the Premier League.
Yep.
And then we will match that in the championship.
Yep. It's going to be 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Any playoffs in at all? Are you going to do any playoffs?
There'll be 2 spots open for the playoffs.
Yep. Yep.
We will be adding, after the season 2 finishes, we'll be adding the Charity Shield.
Brilliant.
For obviously 1 and 2.
Yeah. Nice.
And then obviously you'll have promotion and relegation between the 2 leagues as well.
Yeah, that's good. There is a divide that people really want Champions League. We know that. We understand that, guys. But what makes the leagues and your games more competitive is the fear of relegation and the excitement of promotion. And in my experience, I think that just about wins. I'm not saying we have to go all the way down all the English leagues, but I do think as soon as you can bring promotion relegation in, you should, ahead of bringing in another top team from another country. So I do think that is the way to go, and I think VPL are in very good hands and things are moving in the right direction. And I've heard a quote, and I'd like to just put this quote out there. VPL has no beef with anyone. We're going to stay our side of the fence. We just hope other people do the same. Okay, let's have a fair playing field. Okay, we are not involved in anything malicious or anything that would entice a war. We are just worried about VPL, nobody else. Okay.
Can I just add something there?
Of course you can, buddy.
Yes, we're taking a lot of heat at the moment from some unnamed websites, let's say.
Yeah.
But the way we look at it, we always take a positive from a negative.
Yeah.
Any publicity, any free publicity is any publicity.
Exactly. And to be honest with you, I've even been accused myself of using another brand just to boost my ratings. Nah, trust me, that's never what I've done it for. That's never crossed my mind. It is just basically getting information out there. But anyway, this is about VPL and then AVPL. So before we move on to AVPL, Dan, have you got anything else to add about VPL? Because obviously VPL is the daddy for this league now.
No, that's it, mate, really. We're here, we're strong, we're solid. Come and join us. It's as simple as that.
Like we're going to say, guys, is the link's going to be in the description. You are all welcome from any community. You are all welcome, provided you come and you conduct yourselves properly and in the right way. You are all welcome from anywhere to come to VPL. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're probably going to switch the visuals you've got on screen now, guys, and we're going to show you the new home screen of AVPL. Now, the first thing you'll notice is it's not an engine website. The reason it's not an engine website is because in the heyday of the original AVPL, I wanted to do anything to make AVPL a success. So I think Denzel found out the information. I actually purchased this domain July last year and never got round to using it because we never were happy with the engine website. I think obviously there's going to be people that disagree, but I think this is one of the best looking engine websites I've been involved in. I love it. I just love the way this site looks. I obviously the blue, I mean, you all know me, I'm normally associated with red, obviously with Liverpool and my YouTube channel. There's always been a red and black theme, but I've always had a soft spot for blue. Maybe it's the Italian Perlo theme, I don't know. But the colours that to tie in with VPL, and I love it. I really do love how the website looks at the minute. Obviously you can see in the corner there, we've got the VPL logo, because this league is also in association with VPL, guys. And I can't thank Denzel enough, because I'm going to be honest with everyone, and I've always been honest about my problems in life, which don't excuse anything I've done. But within 10 minutes of coming off the phone call with Denzel, my girlfriend went, "Oh my God, they're changing you already." So I know I'm doing the right thing, guys, and I know it's something I want to be doing. So that's hopefully got the doubters kind of out of the way. I'm doing it now because I can feel it's what I want. I know now it's what I should be doing, it's what I want to be doing, because I feel better. Translate that how you will. That's the only way I can describe to you why I know now we're here to stay. And I can only give you them assurances, but we will put measures in place. I know this could plant another seed of doubt, but we will put measures in place to make sure that AVPL will last a lot longer than me. Let's put it that way. But I will always be involved in AVPL in some capacity. We opened up the website yesterday, Denzel, because you got the official confirmation of the domain going live, didn't you? Yep. This is why we didn't release it any earlier. So it was midday, sometime yesterday. And Denzel, you just quote a few numbers and stats from just over 24 hours, may not even be 24 hours now.
Yeah, so we changed the domain from the original engine name to your specific one, which was avpl.co.uk. That went live about 3:30 yesterday. And since then, till today, we've managed 187 sign-ups in less than 24 hours.
I mean, that's just, honestly, guys, I'm going to say it now, and I've been very humbled by the response, by how much, that's almost love, how much love I'm getting for actually deciding to bring it back. I'm showing my girlfriend all my messages I'm getting, because I'm just gobsmacked, and I can't thank everybody enough. I probably have replied to a few people that have taken me by surprise to decide to come and join us and support us, and I just can't thank you all enough. And like I said, I'm doing it for the community. I want you to have somewhere to play, but I want you to have somewhere to play where 9 out of 10 people that are coming back are saying these were our best playing days. When we were in the original AVPL, this is when we enjoyed playing pro clubs the most, because of how interactive the website is as well, guys. And that's down to you, that's down to all the members that are coming, and it can only get better that way. I've got nearly the same admin team that I had before, because you know, they're like my crew. There's still 1 or 2 missing from it who will always be welcome to come here. So the door's always open for him. You know who he is. And anybody that wants to come here, regardless of the history with AVPL, with myself, you are welcome here. And I think Denzel would also back that approach on you, Denzel.
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does stupid, silly things. But wipe the slate clean and trying to get this PS4 community heading upwards.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Denzel approached me quite early on VPL, and I wasn't sure that I was ready to get involved in another league. and he had his reasons for approaching me. But this is just a guess from me, Denzel, and obviously you can obviously reply to that. But I think even he is surprised at the pull and power that Avpl has just got. Would you say that, Denzel?
Yeah, I totally agree. I didn't think your army was as big as it is.
I know, and like I said, is that I can't thank people enough. I've had a lot of accusations aimed at my YouTube channel, because obviously this video is on my YouTube channel, so I'm going to talk about my YouTube channel. That I've got dead subscribers, but what you've got to remember, guys, is also I supply something that may only be in demand once, and that is pro lookalikes. And when I say that, what I mean is somebody could stumble on my YouTube channel because they're looking for a particular pro. They find that particular pro and they subscribe because they liked it, and that's their way of thanking me. But they may never come back until they want another pro. So that's the problem I have. My growth rate, I've been pretty happy with my growth rate since I'm going to say I'm currently at my best growth rate since the release of Black Ops, and Black Ops did hurt my channel a lot, but I'm not going to lie, guys, I am currently watching 3 Black Ops videos to 1 FIFA video at the moment. So how many of you are doing that as well? And that was the problem, and I think all FIFA YouTubers had this problem. And I don't do Team of the Year, I don't do Ultimate Team. They've now got that to come back round, so FIFA videos will now start coming back round. And with Avpl, VPL, it's going to get better. But this video is about the leagues and the websites. So Denzel, do you want to talk about the ideas we've got for Avpl and a couple of the ideas that we were talking about, just so that you're not just sitting here listening to me rabble all the while, mate? Obviously, firstly the prize idea and things like that, or
yeah, we can touch on that.
Yeah,
we was obviously talking offline about this. Off air, yeah. We are looking to bring in some sort of incentives and cash prizes for the leagues that we're going to host. The exact plan of execution, we don't know yet, but it is in the pipeline, and we are brainstorming ways that we can give back to the teams that are actually successful on the site. So we've got that to look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, what we've decided, guys, is we want the community, because we're starting fresh, it's a fresh start, we want to do things right. Okay, so we already now have, within 24 hours of opening the website, we have a full BPL. We could start the season Friday if we wanted, because most of the managers that are in place have teams, and they have bought their teams from other leagues. Don't matter where they came from, just we're happy to have them, and we're thankful to have them. So we are currently running a poll, I believe, for what should be the second league. But then, to touch on what we were saying earlier, I honestly do think, for me, for the first league, I think the direction should always bring in the lower tier to create promotion relegation, and then you build towards European seasons the season after. Would you agree with that, Denzel?
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So
as like you touched on, the fear of relegation and the hope of promotion gives players and teams that extra boost to play or train harder. Or,
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I prefer to bring in the championship, because there's managers that I want, that I know would have a championship team, and there's managers that I will be approaching once we bring in championship teams. You know who you are. But we're also not going to just base it on our decisions. We want the community. If it's an overwhelming vote against bringing the championship in, opposed to another high standard league, like obviously BBVA, Bundesliga, Serie A. If that's what the community wants, then we would be happy to do that as well, because we know we're giving you what you want. And that's going to be the way we roll, to be honest with you guys, because we're going to put a lot of this and a lot of the decision making that involves the community, we're going to let and hopefully ask the community to help us decide. So you're going to be more involved. It's going to be more of an interactive league, and we do want to bring in an incentive in, obviously not a bribe, and we want people to be rewarded for being loyal to us and to create stiff competition, because I would say currently the VPL is the best league I've played in competitive wise, because obviously in other leagues it was very early stages. The last season of Avpl was a very, very high standard as well, but this current VPL league is very competitive, and that's what we want. That's the type of matches we want. And to be honest with you, the reason why I like competitive leagues is because I don't have to get so stressed out about losing, because we're currently sitting second. We didn't win both our games last night, video to come soon, and we're still second. We're still in it, and I love it. There's a little bit of forgiveness in a competitive league,
because everybody's beating everybody, aren't they?
Exactly, and that's what makes it really good. You know you've slipped up in a game, okay, and you think, oh, we had a chance, we could have gone top. Yeah, so basically you can drop points and you think of the missed chances, and then you go and look at the fixtures and the results from that night, and you realise that nothing's changed. All your competitors around you have all done the same. They've gone and dropped points as well. So that takes stress off you as well. That really does, doesn't it? I mean, we want to touch on it, Denzel, because obviously you're experiencing it. I'm not involved in that side of it. There's people on Xbox listening and thinking, yeah, I wouldn't mind going there on Xbox, because there is Xbox as well, guys. Don't forget that. So Denzel, do you want to talk a little bit about the Xbox side of VPL, or?
Yeah, we can do. The Xbox side of things hasn't exploded into life like the PS4 did, and I believe that's because there was that void for the PS4 midweek.
Yeah, I agree.
Obviously there is somewhere to play Xbox midweek at the moment.
Yeah.
So I think that market for us will actually develop slower. But we do have the BPO and the Xbox. We do have currently 10 teams there. So yeah, we'll be looking just to season 3 just to strengthen up them 10 teams and progress forward from there.
Yeah, and like I said as well, is obviously you want to do things in even numbers, but if anybody had a team in a weekend league and they wanted to play midweek league Xbox, they are more than welcome to come to help boost numbers and make that league more competitive as well. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, getting back to Avpl, obviously the video is getting close to half an hour now, guys, so basically we've got a full BPL now. We could go live Friday if we wanted. So basically what we're asking you is, I'm not sure we would, but if people think they could get their teams ready for this Friday, we'd consider it. Bear in mind it still is only early Tuesday. So in the comments on the website, let us know what your opinions are on that. Would you be happy to start this Friday? Because we're going to be starting next Friday, whatever, and it's going to be a full BPL. I wouldn't bring in any other league if we started this Friday. It would have to wait till season 2. But if we did start next Friday and we had enough interest from teams, we would create another league and kick that off. Because what I tried to make Denzel aware is we're not veterans at this, but we're not rookies. We know what we're doing. I've got my Avpl team from original days, and they know what they're doing, and we know what we're doing, guys, and we know what we needed to do better, and that was getting your responses quicker, getting your signings done, getting your tags done, and getting your stats done ASAP. And that is going to be the drive this time round.
And that's being shown as well.
Yeah.
It's been shown 24 hours the site's been live, and look how much has been done to the site already by the admin staff.
Yeah. I mean,
that's not us just talking, that's people moving their little buttons, you know, getting things done.
Yeah, like I said, is people are going to see the website on board now, and this is how well my team know me, because Inso, he had Avpl, obviously he's come back to us, he's come back home, and he knows how much I like the scroll and menu across the top. Before I even asked him to do it, it's done. Look at it, it's there, and that's exactly how I would have wanted it. So we almost can even read each other's minds. We know, you know, if I'm doing something, somebody else will know they should be doing something else, and that's how we'll bounce off each other, and that's how we're going to work, and we'll be more efficient that way. So leave a comment on the website under the video, not necessarily on my YouTube channel, guys, because that's where all the admins can get to look at it and respond to it. Basically, you know, like I said, I've lost my train of thought because we had to break off the video not halfway through, but a little while ago, and I've lost a bit of my train of thought, but the video is running on a bit, and we don't want to keep it too long. But I can't thank you all enough, and I'm portrayed by some people as not a very nice person, and I will openly admit, if you do something to me and then you think I'm a dick, you've pissed me off, and that's not the person I want to be. I want to be the person I am now, the person that Denzel now. He's seen he may have seen a little bit of what people don't like about me, but that's me. I will speak my mind at any time somebody pisses me off, and I think that's how you should be, but possibly don't always do it in the right way. But I'm learning, guys, and I'm loving it. I really am loving it, and I just can't thank you all enough for your support, especially Denzel as well, because there was my concerns for Denzel were the stability of his website Avpl, if he supported me, and he's happy to take them risks, and I can't thank him enough for that. So thank you, Denzel, for your support in that area as well. But like I said, guys, there's a lot of things we want to bring in, so I'm just now getting back to my train of thought, and I'm now remembering what I actually wanted to share with you, and that is I've been looking through ways of stat collection, and I couldn't get on my PC last night. I was busy, which meant I couldn't be on my PC, but I could be on my phone, and I was on Google Sheets on my phone looking at the Avpl docs that had just gone live less than 12 hours. There was 88 people logged on to our rosters, and that's before we've even put a stat in there, guys. 88 people. That's mind-boggling why 88 people would be looking at nearly a blank doc. But what that tells you, guys, is people are really keen to see stats, see what teams are available, see what players the teams have got in there. So there's a demand for stats, and I want to create something which puts basically what it is, right? I'm going to tell you all. I was looking through things, stat collections, data, and the main thing that came out like a beacon was athletics, the power of 10. Now obviously there may be another website doing this, but we will like to bring something in like that, and we want people that are the best in their position, that are playing the best in their position, to stand out. We want you to get recognition. So there's going to be an instance where the top 5 goalkeepers will be ranked in a league, and it'll be there for everyone to see. Same with defence, same with midfield and attack. And the idea came from looking for a stat data collection, which was an idea that was given to me from Damien, who's now at Joystick Play. And the closest I've seen to it is the Athletics, the way they collect their data for athletics communities, and the way they reproduce the stats from each person, each athlete, into a database. So that's what we're going to be looking to do, is some type of power of 10. Now that is going to get a reaction. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It's a good thing. It's an idea that's been about since stats were ever recorded, and it's a good stat thing, a good data collection, and it's something we want to bring to Avpl as well to reward good players. Also, obviously at some point we will be introducing Champions League, there's no doubt about that, but we're not going to get too big for our own good and too big for our boots. So Denzel, anything else you want to add to that, mate?
No, I think we've touched on most of the things that we intended for this podcast. I think it's been a nice little run of information, and yeah,
nice one. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap it up now because like I said, it's now clicking around to nearly 40 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed it. Haters are going to hate, but all publicity is good publicity as far as we're concerned, and we just want you to have somewhere to play, guys, and you need to remember that. And we're only focused on our websites. Anyway guys, we'll see you next time.